Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today, signing in and focusing on the effects of depersonalization on narcissistic and psychopathic abuse. I had received a correspondence from a viewer who had inquired about some of the symptoms she was experiencing and was wondering what this was tied to, what it was correlated to, what it was related to. And the symptoms were clearly related to that of what is known as depersonalization, where one is expressly sort of disconnected from their voice, from not literally their voice like laryngitis, but really expression, individual expression, creative expression, expression of their passions, their interests, development economically, development financially, employment-wise. It impacts that ability to express oneself, one's talents, one's abilities, as well as really the effect on how one feels regarding their safety in the world, feeling of security, knowing that they are a person of worth, that they matter, but even more so than that, it really starts to impact one's feeling of inner trust. So all the experiences and symptoms that she had noted were deeply connected to this depersonalization that is essentially transferred onto a victim who experiences narcissistic and psychopathic abuse in really any stage of life. And, of course, the earlier in life that an individual is subjected to narcissistic or psychopathic abuse, the more pronounced the symptoms, unless they're resolved, unless that person is really directed and motivated to seek an understanding and tools to heal, they're going to have a compounded effect of this sort of depersonalization. And depersonalization, in terms of the narcissistic abuse, has just essentially an overall impact of being shut out, of being reprimanded for being the person that they are, for not being mirrored positively, not being responded to in a positive manner. In other words, having a sense of contribution coming, from that person, either in a marriage or in a family dynamic, family setting. And where they're treated essentially, less than human. Depersonalization can occur from a result of poor communication, narcissistic communication, psychopathic communication, where their senses are not validated. They're treated with much cognitive dissonance, a lot of false promises surrounded by a lot of pathological lies. And these in turn create the experience of depersonalization, where the person essentially is living in extreme self-doubt, lack of self-trust, and an inability to be able to connect to and know what is right for them, really knowing where they belong, connection with their life purpose, their proper life partner. It really manifests in many different sort of modalities in their life, really from relationship to personal connections, to connections with their interests, their community, and branching off really, in all aspects of their life. So that is oftentimes the impact of depersonalization. And if you are struggling with this, please do feel free to send me an email. I'm helping a number of clients with this specific situation, and I'd be happy to work with you individually and customize a plan. But realize that oftentimes it is that type of abuse, projection, negative validation in a narcissistic relationship or a psychopathic relationship that creates that depersonalization and in turn those symptoms. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos help. Please do share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussions, and support.